Hello everyone and welcome. So today I'm going to start modifying my Tundra. It's going to be a pretty direct one, pretty direct modification. My previous truck, I had the Prodigy P3 brake controller in, Tech something, anyway, I can't remember the name of it. The Prodigy, the P3, everybody knows about the P3. I had that in there, and after the wreck and everything, I wasn't able to get the mount out, but I did pull the brake controller and the wiring for it. So now that I have the 2015, and there's actually a company that makes a mount for it, and that's it right there, the ESP Truck Accessories. This is for the 2014 through 2019 Toyota Tundra for the Prodigy P3 brake controller mounting kit, and that's the part number. It actually mounts in the kick panel, the driver's side right knee area, and it actually replaces where the factory one is supposed to go. So this is the mount. I've actually started on it kinda before I started the video, because I was like, oh wait, I gotta do that. Pardon the noise trying to get it out. So that is the mount. So we're going to be installing that today with my brake controller in it, and with the mount comes some instructions, which I didn't even look at until after I started. So let's look at these real quick. So step 1, remove driver side, blah blah, remove 2 10mm bolts, blah blah. Step 3, remove right upper side dash trim plate, okay, but step 6, the very last step, I like this one. If using on 2015 and newer, which I am, use only steps 3 and 4 and 5. I'm glad I read that. Or didn't read that. Whatever. So let's do this. Alright, so this is the driver's side kick panel, or right knee area. Here's the shifter. Here's the side of the console. So the directions said to, if you actually read the instructions, said to remove the 10mm bolt here, and there's a 10mm bolt over there, and then remove this panel. But I didn't read the instructions, so how did I know to do that? Well, I just figured that. But you do have to be kind of careful, because the airbag for the knees is right there. But you should, according to the directions, be able to just reach in between the steering wheel and this, and then pull gently back and get it out. And I was able to do that. If any of your yellow clips come off, be sure to put them back on. One of mine did come off here. Excuse the mess on the floor. We actually just got back from a trip, so it's kind of dirtier than normal. But you can put this, just slide them back on, and they just clip on. That way you don't have to worry about it. Now, for the pieces here, you actually have to, there's like a clip there you can push, and then it slides out like that. And then for that part, well, it just falls out after you do that. So let's see here. That one was I have the parking sensors, so since being a limited. So that's that one, and we will go ahead and put that one in this panel. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. So that's that. Okay, and let's do the same thing for this one. We'll go ahead and pop they should only go one place, because as you can see, they're different sizes, so it's not too much of a concern getting them exactly right. Come on. I guess I'm just going to drop them all. Alright, and that's my, let's see here, traction control. And then that goes in that spot there. And this one is the tow / haul butt button, as they call it. And now you're free. So here's the differences between the two. I mean, the texture is the same. It actually looks identical. I do believe they actually took a factory piece for this and created this, because this flat area here was similar to the, or is the same as the one for the factory brake controller. They just trim it out a little bit and put these two little, well, looks like one little trim piece on it. So that way your brake controller mounts in there. I really hope I have everything that I need, because everything else I saw had two of those. One on either side down here and one up here. So let me get this switched over, and then I'll show you how the brake controller actually mounts in here. Alright, and there is the P3 actually mounted in here. It's a very, very tight fit on the sides, so much so that it does kind of scratch the paint if you're not careful. But it does allow full access to the manual brake. Now the only other thing that you have to do is actually on that side right there, and turn this over, and that right there is, it comes with two screws. You have to install those so it doesn't pull back through. Now I did find one other problem, and that is actually my wiring. I was assuming incorrectly that the plug would be the same between the 2007 through 2012, I mean 13, and then the 2014 up, but it is not, because this is this plug that went on my 2012. That is the plug for the, I believe that is actually for the stock brake controller. So I'm gonna have to get an adapter to go from that to that. That actually goes in the back of the P3. So I guess I better jump on the interwebs real quick and get that ordered. But I'm gonna go ahead and install this now, just so it's there, and then the only thing I have to do is put in, it's probably going to be a pigtail, because it's like literally right there. So anyway, I'm gonna get that done and get it installed real quick. Alright, there's the screw installed. I just did it finger tight, but it got really tight really quick. And then there's that other side. So that helps it pull. I'm gonna stop from being able to be pulled through the other side. Now to reinstall. Alright, and there are the three plugs plugged up. Brake controller mounted, and just not wired in. So like I said, I will have to fix that. And here we go back in. Be sure your pins line up with their respective holes, which should be pretty straightforward. And simply push. Well, I say push. Helps whenever this plug is out of the way. And if you have two hands. Okay, I see the problem. You do have to drop this side of the plastic down here. I had just put it back, not thinking about it, but there is actually a lip on the bottom of this which goes under that. So I guess I don't have to, I can just pull this back out gently. There we go. And then set this in. Make sure that is seated properly, and then push this side in and that side in, and that should be it. That is probably not the correct way to do the Prodigy P3 from Tekonsha. brake mount kit from ESP Truck Accessories. But that is the way that I did it, and it worked. Everything but the but the wiring. All right, so kind of a not exactly as smooth as I wanted the install to go, but it happens when, number one, you don't read the instructions thoroughly, and yeah, it always pays to read the instructions all the way through before you try to start anything. But I didn't, and I paid for it. So don't make my mistake. I will make that mistake for all of us. Read the instructions first. But it is a pretty straightforward install, and I am in no way being sponsored by anyone on this video. This is just, I did my research, I found the brake controller mount, and I bought it with my own money. I couldn't find anybody else that actually made one. ESP was about it. But I will say they were super fast on the shipping. It actually came a day earlier than I was expecting it. I wasn't expecting it until Saturday, but I got it on Friday, along with another thing that I'm doing to the truck, the tow mirrors. Those actually came in 2 days, along with the brake controller mount. So I'll probably do those next. It might be tomorrow before I can. Like I said, we just got back from a trip, and I had a few minutes, so I wanted to go ahead and install this and get it uploaded for y'all. For anybody, just curious about how it actually goes. But I like the way it does. It does a lot better than my previous way that I had it mounted in my 2012 Tundra. I just used the bracket that came with it, and it was literally mounted to the plastic under there. So whenever I had my wreck, my knee actually hit it, and it didn't feel good at all. So that's that. I mean, really simple install. Literally, if I hadn't been dealing with the camera and had read the instructions to begin with, it probably would have taken me about 5 to 10 minutes. So I don't think that anyone will have a problem doing this. So there is more to come. I am doing more on this truck. Like I said, I did get tow mirrors, the Trail Ridge or something like that. They're not the stock ones, not the OEMs, because I didn't feel like spending $800 on them. But I did get those in, and there's some other things that I want to do, but I'm kind of waiting until I get the spray and bed liner done, because right now it has a drop-in liner, and I hate drop-in liners. So that might have to be put off until another time, but there's still some other things that we can do to this. So anyway, until next time, if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. If you want to see more stuff like this as soon as I post it, then hit that subscribe button and click the little bell notification out beside it whenever you do. I would really appreciate that. It does help me know that people are actually watching and want to see this stuff. I know that a lot of my viewers are used to all of my MR2 stuff. Don't worry, that is still happening. After I get done with this one, I will post an update, or I'll do an update video on that, because I did do some work on the MR2. And I do need to update y'all on that. But to all of my followers who are coming from the Tundra world, welcome. I do a lot of crazy things with cars. That's the only way I can put it. So anyway, if y'all like it, thumbs up, all that jazz. Hit me up in the comment section below if you have any questions. If you want to know anything about any of my vehicles, or just general questions, I don't care. I do this stuff for y'all. I'm definitely not making any money at it. So I want to put out content that y'all want to see. If there's something that y'all want to see, and it's something reasonable that I can do, because this is my daily driver, then I will consider that. So just let me know. But I'm trying to keep this short. So until next time. I'll see y'all then.